Right, we're gonna get things started. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, you should be already subscribed to the channels. Let's get this word out. Right, while we wait for brothers and sisters to log on, just gonna read a few announcements. You can, don't forget, you can check us out in our brother schools. We have our Houston school located at 231 FM 1092 in Stafford, Texas, 77477. Their class days and times are Monday and Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Fridays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sabbath morning classes are at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you need to get in contact with the brothers down there in Houston, please hit up the brother Priest Quadzak at 303-557-8979. Once again, 303-557-8979. We also have our brothers out in Rochester, New York. They're located at 1600 Lyle Avenue, Suite 1A. That's in Rochester, New York, 14606. Their class days and times are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And Shabbat morning class from 10 a.m. to once the questions and the Sabbath reading is over. And right now, Rochester, you know, because every 6 months we cycle through the 3 schools for the Sabbath reading. Right now, you can catch them live on YouTube, right? Catch them at S.O.W. Rochester. That's Stream of Wisdom Rochester. Don't forget to check out the brothers out there in San Antonio, you know, dropping some really powerful classes as well. That's S.O.T. Sword of Truth. They're located at 444 Walden Road, and that's Suite 201. San Antonio, Texas 78218. That's 78218. Their class days and times are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7:30 p.m. to about 10 p.m. Sabbath morning, they do their classes at 10 a.m. to about 4. Nope. You also could catch us on Blog Talk Radio. The brother priest Shaba, our brother priest Tazapam, brother priest Gaya. They're on Blog Talk Radio. You can check that out at blogtalkradio.com/MASHABA. That's MASHABA, Shaba. Don't forget to check out our other channels. We have the Hidden Truth Bible Show. We have Israelite Media Corps. You know, just keeping you in tune with current events from a biblical perspective. 5 minutes of wisdom, right? And you know, we also have our kids class. Kids classes that are you guys doing? They're not doing it live, right?
Yeah, they do it live in Houston, but they do it
online.
Oh,
Houston, okay, right. So don't forget to check out. Is it ISBHBK Kids?
Yeah.
ISBHBK Kids. Well, you know, if your children, you know, you're raising your children, the Bible says, train up a child the way they should go. You know, they're, from the time they come out the womb, they're being influenced by the nation. So, you know, check out the classes dedicated and fitted for all of our young Israel, my Yasharawa, right? We also have the Feast of Pentecost coming up June 12th at sundown. June 12th at sundown. Lastly, if you have any donations, please send it to our Cash App. That's $ISBHBK donations, or you can Zelle it to Priest Kazakia. Make sure you write in the memo what is the all for, whether it's for school supplies, rent, or just a love offering. Please put what the donations for. But you can Zelle also 757-300-4047. Once again, 757-300-4047.
Okay, does anybody have any questions tonight? Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
On anything? You have one in Isaiah. Isaiah, Go there real quick.
Isaiah 19.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My question came from the last verse in 19:25 where it says, Egypt is my people.
Yeah, you missed the verse before that. It explains it. The reason why he made this of 4 statements.
Being that,
Read verse 24.
Isaiah chapter 19 verse 24. In that day shall Israel be the third with Egypt.
That's why. Because Israel, and what it's saying is Israel is part of this.
Okay.
Right? Remember, the Bible don't contradict itself. You're not going to just all of a sudden say, oh, Egypt's my people.
Yeah.
Right? When literally the Africans and the Hamites, the Canaanites, it was constantly us warring against them. So it's telling you here in the 24th verse, read it again.
In that day shall Israel be the third with Egypt and with Assyria, even a blessing in the midst of the land.
It's telling you there. There's a what?
Even a blessing in the midst of the land.
Israel, because like the scriptures we all know, Israel being scattered amongst the nations, that's the blessing, right? The blessing is, now when we go teach all nations, or when we go teach Israel, all nations are going to hear the word of the Most High. That's the blessing. Right. So that's why he comes back and says that. Go ahead, read on.
Whom the Lord of hosts shall bless.
Right. Who what?
Whom the Lord of hosts shall bless.
It's telling you there. You can't miss that verse. Because that summarizes everything he's going over.
Saying, blessed be Egypt, my people.
Right. You see how when you read it together, it's showing you, oh, I'm talking Israel. Why are they blessed now? Because Israel's among them. Israel is there. You see that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Go on, sir. Yes, sir.
Have we gone over the meaning or the understanding of her seed?
We have it in a minute. So we can do that. That could be one of those classes that we can revisit. We've done it. Right? Her seed, between her seed and thy seed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one that we can revisit. You know what I mean?
Fine.
Once again, like I said before, if you can't drop it, there shouldn't be no yawning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I got this class before. It should be like, well, I can't deliver it, so let me get out of it. It's like saying, you know, because I read, I don't know about y'all, I read the Bible back and forth at least 50 times. Right? You know what? I don't need to read the Bible no more. I don't need to read no more. I read it 50 times. This bores me. You know what I mean? Nah, you're going to read it again because every time you read it, you get an extra tier of knowledge. Every time you go through it, it's an extra level of understanding that comes with your experience. Right, so there's no classes that, you know what I mean, that we're going to revisit, not only because of y'all, because new people are coming in, right? Like the young brother, he probably haven't heard that breakdown once yet. And you're like, yeah, but I heard that a few times. Well, he hasn't heard it once. So those classes, like they're doing the refreshing of the baptism and of the basics, it's for y'all to make sure you got it down, and for the new people to get those scriptures down, so there won't be no double-mindedness when it comes to those topics. You had something? You had a question? Who else had a question? So we'll put that together. You know, it's easy for us just to say, hey, go on Houston channel, go back in the channel. We went over that 30 times already. But that's, you know what I mean? When we don't go over it, it's good for them to refresh over it and for brothers to get it, you know? Put some more calls on this. Does anybody have any other questions? If not, I'm going to jump right into this topic. We're going to talk about the white man tonight.
God.
We're gonna talk
white
about
man.
Esau tonight.
God.
The devil.
Yeah.
All my classes gonna be about the white man. Every Friday when I come in, if they gonna kick me out Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ariel came to me, bro. Can we have Thursday too, Art? We only get one day, Art. I'm like, what you trying to do, Art? You trying to sit me down? But if I come in Thursdays, Fridays, we definitely gonna be hitting these topics. So nobody got any questions? Okay, let's touch on this topic. Why does Yahweh hate Esau? I know we're gonna start out with the common ones, but we're gonna go into this. You stupid. We're gonna start out with the basics and why does God hate Esau? Esau, being the so-called white man, the Edomite nation, why does the Most High hate this nation? Right? So, for the new brother, let's go to Romans 9 and 13. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 13.
Right?
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God?
Right. So, read that from the top. Sorry, sir. Read it one more time.
Romans chapter 9 verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved,
Right.
but Esau have I hated.
Okay. Let's not be oblivious that Esau and Jacob are not fictional characters.
Right.
All right. Esau and Jacob are not characters or nations that disappeared. All right. I'm going through the list of idiocracy you might hear. Esau and Jacob is not characters that the Most High just all of a sudden takes a blind eye to. These are still nations that are here. Jacob being the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, Jacob name was turned into Israel. And he had 12 sons, the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? We could talk about Joseph, Manasseh and Ephraim taking the slot, and Dan phasing out some other time. But 12 tribes, the Most High said, these 12 tribes, 144,000 out of every tribe. That's the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. His name is Jacob. And he had a brother.
Right.
And if you make it Tuesdays, brother, if you make it Tuesdays, they can go over that Esau and Jacob for you. They can go over the whole story in their context and go over that. But I'm kind of jumping on the subject after this. The Most High hates them. Hate is a strong word. Well, we're going to understand why it says he hates them. Right? The Bible tells us, go there real quick. Go to Deuteronomy 4. And I want to get this, I want to be clear with this, because this is not about like what us going around, bashing and beating Edomites up or beating white people up. It's not about that. This is the facts of the historical evidence on why the Most High hates these people. Right? So read that. Where you at?
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 27. 23.
Go ahead, let him read that one. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 7.
Deuteronomy 23 and 7. So write this down. So, because I want to give you the balance. I don't want you to think you're supposed to be going out there and choking out Esau, the so-called white man, choking them out. I don't want that. We don't want that. We know vengeance is of the Lord. But this topic is based on showing why the Most High dislikes this nation, hates them, why he has that hatred for them. Right? Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
Okay, but Paul is telling us that God hates them. And that's true. Because in Malachi 1 and 3, it says the Most High hated Esau. Right? So we're going to go through why he hates them. What's the reason? Why is the Most High angry with this nation? But it's telling us, you see that in the law, for us not to abhor an Edomite. Go ahead.
For he is thy brother.
Right?
Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land.
So the Bible is telling us, like you went over yesterday, the anger, right? See, when you tap into this anger, what do? You move emotional, right? You want to choke somebody out. So the being angry, meaning you can be upset, but being motivated by that anger is a whole nother thing. That's why the Most High said, for anger rests in the bosom of fools, right? So the Most High don't want us to move on our anger when dealing with them. He don't want us to move in that spirit, because what would we be doing? We take vengeance into our own hands. So he wrote in the law what? Abhor not an Edomite. Right? All right, so jump back. But what did God say in Romans 9:13? Step outside. You need a call? Go ahead, step out there. Go ahead. Get some fresh air. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 9, verse 13.
Go ahead.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved,
Right?
but Esau have I hated.
So Esau, right? Now we got a few books. I will throw this in there for you. This is one, and I'll leave the other books for them to show you when they go over Esau. So how do we know that Esau is the so-called white people? This is just one insert. There's a few other books they'll pull when they go over the subject. And read that. Where you at? What's the book?
This is from the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite by William Beeston, right, page 4. It says the descendants of Esau, say the Jewish rabbins, the sworn enemies of the descendants of Jacob, even to the end of the world, were at first a small nation inhabiting Mount Seir and the adjacent country.
That's why they're called troglodytes.
Right.
Because Mount Seir is the caves. A troglodyte is a cave dweller. Right? So that caveman mentality, or they try to tell us we're cavemen, nah, that was never us. That was the so-called white man. So when you go into the their history, they were living in the caves, and they lived damn nasty. They were nasty people, right? I mean, think about it now. Any nation without no laws, no rules, no government, right? They're not going to have no cleanliness. So I'm not just making fun of them. This is a fact, right? Go ahead.
It says, contiguous to the land of Canaan.
Right.
They were easily confined within their own limits, so long as the Israelites enjoyed a great and formidable empire in Canaan. But after the powerful empire of the 12 tribes had been destroyed by the Assyrians and Babylonians, they wonderfully increased in numbers and strength, extended their dominion in the west, subjugated Italy, founded Rome and the Roman Empire.
You see that? They founded Rome and the Roman Empire. So who are Romans? Who is people from Italy? White people.
Right.
Caucasians. Right? See, and then the other book kind of basically says the same thing, that these people come from the caves, right? But their biblical name, how do you match? Because everywhere, we got another book. I don't want to bring out all, I want to save some books for y'all when y'all go over it, because I don't, that's not the part I want to go into tonight. But when you go into the other book, it shows you that they try to distance themselves from being the people that are hated of the Most High. I mean, if you're hated of God, you try by all means to what? Lose all record that you come from those people.
Right.
But the Most High said the earth will help the woman. The archaeology, the history, the anthropology, it tells out there. See? And even in this book, it shows you that they are the people of Rome. They're the people of Italy. They're these people that ended up, when they kicked out the people of Japheth, right? The Japhites, the Edomites inhabited these places. And what are they? So-called white people. Okay? So that's a little touch. They'll go into it deeper for you. But I wanted to establish that the Most High hates this nation. The Most High hates them. Why? So go from there. Let's go to Amos 1 and 11. Let's start there. Then somebody else get me Psalms 7 and 11. Because I don't know why time is just running out. But it's 8:30 already. And then somebody go to Ezekiel 35. And we're going to read. We're going to write them down. We're going to say them again. I'm not going to rush through it. But I just want them to get it and be ready so we can read. All right, so Amos 1 and 11. Why does God hate the Edomites, Esau, which are known as the so-called white man? Go ahead.
Amos chapter 1 verse 11.
Go ahead. You're done with Romans 9 and 13. Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom.
Right, for 3 transgressions. It's going to get very specific now. Why does God hate Edom? Go ahead, 3 transgressions. Go ahead.
And for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Right, and for the 4th, I will not turn away my punishment. When you look at all the people in the Bible, yeah, he said he's going to get them. He said he's going to have vengeance on them, all the nations. But there's something about the Edomites, man, that the Most High really rejected. Why he rejected them? Go ahead.
Because he did pursue his brother.
Because he did do what?
Pursue his brother.
And this is what the topic is about tonight. The white man is continually pursuing us. Now, I know we think about, the dragging you out the car, stumping your teeth on the curb, shooting black people. Like, they'll shoot you when other countries will hit you, with a damn stun gun. America will shoot the black man like a dog in the street. We can talk about that. That's one thing. But then, what about all the other racism that built this country, right? Everything was geared towards destroying your generations. And bravo to them. They did a good damn job. Because a lot of our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. A lot of our people are so much engrafted within their society that they don't see no other way but what? Doing what the white man said, living the American dream. They don't see any other purpose to live. So we could talk about, they beat us in the streets. Yeah, they do that. But it's something deeper that they did. They put a deep-rooted fear in you to conquer, to believe in yourself. That's what the so-called white man did. And he's very good at it through media and TV. He's very good at it through social media now, right? He's so good at it that look at how they're jumping for Trump. They're giving them pick your poison, 2 poisons to fight from. But look at them. They're like, now we're gonna what? Trump is the guy. Like he's gonna change it. So why is this happening? Because they did a good job when dealing with their hatred. The science of how they do things to keep us in prison mentally, spiritually, and physically. So read on.
With the sword, and did cast off all pity.
See, so why is God angry at Esau? Because they pursued us with the sword. 1620, the official start of the slave trade. But did it stop after that? No. There's still a deep-seated hatred. And you're like, well, all white people ain't bad. This is not about the little that might feel, you know what, my ancestors were wrong. It's not about them.
Right.
We got to always remind everybody. When Isaiah was in captivity under the Assyrian Empire, going into the Babylonian Empire, did God send a chariot to lift him out of that land, or did he die with his people? Did Jeremiah? Did Jonah? Did Esther? Did Daniel? Did they, being righteous men, did the Most High say, you know what, man? John the Revelator died on the Isle of Patmos, right? island that was for what do you call it? Like prison, basically. Right?
Was it like Australia was it?
Yeah.
The Isle of Patmos like St. Quentin?
It was an island of damn prison, basically. So did God say, you know what, man? There's 1/3 of y'all that are righteous. I'm gonna go ahead and send a chariot of angels, man, and come lift y'all out of there. No. We died with our people in captivity. So you can miss me with that. Well, there's good white people. Yeah. But they're not good enough. You know why? Because they're not doing the things to reverse what their ancestors did. So the Most High said, he said what? Read that.
And his anger did tear perpetually.
See, and majority of them, their outlook, and even when they're your friend, there was somewhere along the road, they still called you a ninja under their tongue. Right? Why? Because this is what's embedded with them. They grow up with these things. You know what I mean? And if they don't even use the N-word, right? Well, I'm not going to use the N-word. Right? That's mean. Yeah, but you won't let your daughter marry a black man. Why? Because look at Diddy, right? He's abusive. See? This is why I told you, don't marry those black men. Don't hang around with them. Why? Because they're gonna put you in these positions. So that's the logic. And I'm not saying Diddy was right. What I'm saying is this is what society has built an image when dealing with our people, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Same thing with this is what the Hispanics don't get, right? They don't understand. They're just street niggas. Right? They don't look at them like, well, he's light-skinned, let's give him a pass. No, bro. They know you El Chapo. Right. And you don't get a pass. You're still a Spanish-speaking nigga. That's all it is. Oh, you from the island? Oh, yeah, you're a sand nigga. What do they call it?
You're an
Island nigga, right? They don't care about that. So this is what the Most High says. They did tear perpetual. We always talk about it here in class. The beatings, the abuse, the killings, the murders. But what about when we talk about the land that they took, they stole? What do we talk about the loans that when they gave out everybody loans in America, who didn't get the loans? Who didn't get the land?
The treaties they broke.
The treaties they broke, exactly.
We see that happening more this time. They promised that they would put the natives on these reservations, and it was sacred land, and nobody could go on their land and do anything without their authorization. But now you just had this big court case where the natives down in southern Arizona lost to an energy company. They wanted to build these wind turbines to produce energy.
Yeah.
But without the authorization of the Native Americans, they didn't want this. When we talk about gas, I'm using the language that people are more familiar with, right? We know that those Native Americans are the tribe of Gad, right? But Americans just shows how they don't keep a treaty, they don't keep their promises. And it's like the scripture said, bare the leg, lift the skirt. They're being exposed for being disingenuous, dishonest, right? You can't trust them.
Read on.
And he kept his wrath forever.
And he keeps his wrath. So this is why the Most High hates him. Because he don't let up. He will constantly put his foot on our neck. Right? If you leave it to him, we'll be in captivity. We'll live this life for 1,000 years over. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
But I will send a fire upon Teman.
Right, a Teman. This is where they resided. Go ahead.
Which shall devour the palaces of Borazah.
Right, Basra. Go from there, go to Psalm 7 and 11. Read that.
Psalm chapter 7, verse 11.
Write it down, Psalm 7 and 11. Let's get through these scriptures.
The Most High.
So we're going over these first set of scriptures, showing why the Most High hates the so-called white man. Also, in the Bible, known as the Edomite, Esau, the Edomite nation. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 7, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
The Most High judges the righteous.
Go ahead.
And the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
Yeah, so you might be poised and told to calm your anger. That vengeance is the Lord's. You might be told that, but the Most High is angry with them daily.
Right.
He's angry what they have done. He's angry what they keep doing. He's angry, right? You got to understand what the white man does. He's a lying serpent, right? And I'm going to say it for the record. Y'all know they killed those cats in Iran. They killed them. They killed them. They shut that plane down with satellites. These cats got the power. But what are they doing? They go in like, oh, our condolences, they're bad people, but we're still gonna act like, we can give them some condolences. Nah, you did that.
Yeah.
With the other damn bastards over there, the bastard in Ashdod. Right? Yeah. The scriptures is showing us, man, the Most High is angry with the wicked all day. Go to Ezekiel 35:3.
I like that you said serpent. Now, like, we use slang, we use metaphor. When you hear when you call somebody a snake, what is that? What kind of character are you describing that?
Mm-hmm.
That's a question. What? Go ahead.
Slide, slick. See?
Go ahead, say it.
Like undermining or backstabbing.
Backstab, yeah, sly, sneaky, untrustworthy.
Right.
Because you never know when a snake is going to strike, right?
Right.
And I don't know if anybody, I put it in the camp text. I was watching a little video, and he's a 24-year-old, Customs and Border Patrol. He's a veteran, right, working for Customs and Border. And what are they doing now? And I'm literally seeing this for people in New York. They're trying to start a war between the blacks, this is what they say, the blacks and the illegal aliens. Now, if y'all watching what's going on, it's not just the South America and Central America and Mexico that's coming in from the border. It's Russians, right? It's Chinese, right? Y'all meet them people in the mall that be from Russia, the cats is illegals. They ain't no legal citizens, right? They're coming from Poland, right? They're coming from all these other countries, but they're trying to sensationalize it. That is just the Northern Kingdom, the Hispanics. Right. So they had this piece, right? And he's talking about how this is a white man, right? He's in Chicago, and I had to get escorted because it's violent out here. And I'm talking to the black gang members, and they're telling me how they're not going to let their neighborhoods be taken over by these Venezuelans.
Yeah.
By Venezuelans.
Yeah.
Right? When did you ever see black? Like, we're not thinking about that. Nobody in Chicago is thinking about that. But they're doing it in New York as well. They're going in New York, and they have this black mayor, Eric Adams, right? And he's spitting the propaganda that all of these illegals are taking the Americans. Now we're American?
Right.
Now we're American. Now we're brothers, right? Now you're looking at us as equal. Why? Because they're seeing that immigration, yeah, it is some of the Northern Kingdom, but it's destroying this country. And I'm happy. Let some of the Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters come into the land that you stole from their forefathers. Right. Let's not forget that. And this used to be Texas, New Mexico, Nevada. Who did that belong to? California?
Oregon.
Or who did that belong to? Gad and Issachar.
Right.
So they're coming, they're getting their due. Right?
Read Ezekiel 35:3.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God,
Right.
behold, O Mount Seir.
Right. So Mount Seir, this goes back to the Edomites. Esau, Edom, right? And like I said, y'all gonna go over for the new brother Esau and Jacob, the story. But we kind of just give them a little summary of the basics. Go ahead.
I am against thee.
I am what?
I am against thee.
Go ahead.
And I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
So this is why the Most High told us not to abhor an Edomite, because it's not our job. We got to get ourselves together. We can't worry about them. The Most High has a plan for them. Go ahead.
And I will make thee most desolate.
Right. The Most High promised them that they would be made desolate. Jump down to verse 5. Go ahead.
Because thou hast a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Well, look up the word perpetual. Go ahead.
by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
Right, by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity. I'm going to start doing this more often so we can get connected with a lot of these topics. Ezekiel was during what captivity? Ezekiel was during what captivity, y'all? Babylon, the Babylonian captivity. You're talking about 586 BC, right? And Paul was during Yahweh Shai, 3-4 BC? Or AD, excuse me? You know how long? So while we're sitting back, well, you know what? You gotta forgive and forget. Yahweh's like 586 BC when the prophet spoke of it, right? And we can go further back than that. Truthfully, if you want to go further back than that, we're gonna touch on that a little bit. But I'm just showing you how this timeline, why you forget about it, the Most High don't forget about it, because they haven't forgotten. The so-called white man perpetually hates you. And I'm saying it, I say it to all those light skins, don't be thinking you in line with them. You know what I mean? Don't be thinking like, oh, you know what? You light skin like, no. You're a nigga too. Spanish speaking nigga, Puerto Island nigga, tostada eating nigga, you empanada eating nigga, you flatbread eating nigga, you cornbread eating nigga, you don't give a damn. Like, he don't look at you equal. He don't look at you equal, right? And that's why they hold up their shoulders. That's why they are like they are when they're around you. You know, but what the sad thing is that you give in to that logic. You bow, you tuck your head, and you're like, man, I can't. He said, well, that's how I'm gonna lose my job. And you just you humble to that mind state, right? Instead of standing up like a man and putting them in their place. Well, wisdom. I'm not saying you gotta. I'm not saying the go shoot up Walmart and, you know what I mean, punch every white man in the mouth. Yeah, there's a way you can put white people in their place, man, by just talking to them.
You sure can. You sure.
It really put them in their place. You don't gotta act out in the spirit. You don't gotta do none of that. Right? So, perpetual. Who got the definition? What you got?
Perpetual, definition 1, Webster's 1828.
Go ahead.
Never ceasing.
See? They have a perpetual. The hatred never ceases. Remember, slavery started in 1620, right?
God.
Okay. That's how many hundreds of years to now? Over 400? Over 400. Now, check this out. Let's go back all the way to Esau and Jacob. How long did the so-called white man have this hatred towards us? Your brother, your evil twin. How long has he had this hatred? So while we're sitting back and we're like, well, 400 years, but things are changing now. Brother, they're only changing because Margaret Singer, that whole thing was to put your kids to death.
Right? Yep.
Right? And if you don't know her, she's the one that started Planned Parenthood. That was for your kids. Crack was for your kids. Dope was for your kids. Now it's hitting everybody. So now they gotta speak in a general sense, man. We gotta get these drugs out of here. Why? Because they kids is on the damn opium, the pills. Right? They on the damn crack. They snort the coke. So now it's like, oh dang, we got an epidemic. But when it was when it was just our neighborhoods cracked out, what happened? What did they do?
Just say no.
That's
what they told us.
Crack is whack. Yeah. But see, watch. They keep us in these positions to keep beating us down. Go ahead.
Says
perpetual. Read.
Continuing forever.
Right.
In future time.
So you want to know why the Most High hates the so-called white man? Because it's continual forever. You're a slick, sly, disgusting ass people. And they're crafty, right?
To answer your question, Jacob was hiding out from his brother for about 20 years.
21 years.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what BC. See, that you got to think about what BC that was when Jacob's hatred started to be against us. Right? Go ahead.
God. It says designed to be eternal.
Right. You see that? It says eternal. So read the scripture again.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
Right. You see that? Are y'all seeing this? In the time of our calamity, they took advantage of us. And they continually take advantage of us. Right? They use you and abuse you. You're just a work tool. You're just a slave. In what way? Well, I'm free. I get to walk around in the yard. You free. Go get your own land. Don't have to pay no taxes. Get your own water. Get your own electricity. That's freedom. That's freedom. We're not free. Don't come with that slave mentality. We're not free. Right? Go do something that, according to their law, is unlawful. They'll come pick your ass up. Don't pay taxes.
Shoot, you're not even free to do lawful things. Go try to move in one of their neighborhoods.
Yeah.
In 2024.
Yeah.
They
gonna make it
in.
hard.
Yeah, they got Trump in the Bronx right now.
Right. Well, your credit.
Trump is in the Bronx.
Your credit's low.
Yeah.
You gotta pay 4 times the rent
God.
to get up in here. Yeah. Right. They got ways. It's called systemic.
Right.
It's in the system. It's in the thread of society. Go ahead.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
See. Jump down to verse. Right. Go from there. Go to Ezekiel 25 and 12. Let me get through these. Ezekiel 25 and 12. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord God, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance.
By doing what?
By taking vengeance.
They took vengeance on us. And I know we're thinking now and here, but y'all don't understand. This started a long time ago. It started in the BCs, man, way back. Go ahead.
And have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
Right. Read.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom.
Go ahead.
And will cut off man and beast from it.
Right.
And I will make it desolate from Taman.
See, this is how you know from Ezekiel. And I'm just going through Ezekiel. We could, of course, go to Malachi and go further back. But I'm showing you just from Ezekiel, right? The Babylonian Empire. How Paul came back and quoted again. Why? Because the prophecy wasn't yet fulfilled. It still wasn't fulfilled all the way during the time of Christ. Why? Because the Edomites were still ruling. And when you go to Daniel's prophesied that they would be the last ruling empire. So everything was coming into play. Right? But they still haven't, this punishment still has not been fulfilled. Oh, that was talking about them in the past. No, it hasn't been. It's a promise. When God makes a promise, it's going to happen. So it said he's going to do what?
And I will make it desolate from Taman.
Go ahead.
And they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
See? Go ahead.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Right.
By the hand of my people, Israel.
So believe it or not, eventually you're going to be able to get your hand around their damn neck. Oh,
That's right.
eventually you're going to be able to literally, you know how many times you want to snatch one of their ass up and grab them by the throat? The time will come. Be patient. Remember, the Most High got to do his work first. Right? They lie on their news. They lie on their media. They lie on every damn thing. They lie to you in the face. When they say, hey, man, have a good day, they're lying to you. They lying ass people, man. They're deceptive, y'all. And that's why we got to understand why the Most High is like, look, I'm going to throw the first blow. You guys don't just, first of all, we got to get together. That we can't have vengeance and we out of order. Like, we're going to be fighting over who's choking out who. then we're gonna be choking each other because we want to choke them out.
And that's what they were saying. They're trying to start incite a war between blacks and Hispanics.
Yeah.
Right. The Bible said, "By the hand of my people."
Yeah.
Well, come on in, Issachar.
They're moving.
Come on
They're moving pieces
Yeah.
to what? Divide and conquer us.
Right.
Because they know on the back end, when we unify, we're gonna damn thrash this nation, right? But the Most High said, what? Read it again.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Right?
By the hand of my people Israel.
Read.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
Bro, you don't even got enough of anger. Some of you right now are like, really? Like, damn, dash your kids to pieces, Ock? Right?
He says,
It's like you're like, man, that seems kind of harsh. Yeah, well, you don't know your history.
Right.
And you don't sit back and read, you can't embody that. You can't embody that mind state. What they did to us, what they continually do to us, right? How they continually don't want you in the neighborhood. It's like my neighbors across the street. I know every time. You drive through the car, bro. It don't matter. You got a damn BMW. It don't matter. You got a house. They what? They won't even nod at your ass, and I don't nod at them either. I don't nod at them either. I look at you like right back at you, bro.
look right through him.
You know, but me, I'll smile at you, right? I know you're the devil.
Right.
I know what you'll do. You know what I mean? So I'm always watching. You know what I mean? I told them, listen, don't get into none with him over there. Her stepdad, the one that he just passed, there was a little bit of parking situation rivalry. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, don't mess with Esau. Esau knocked on the door with a shotgun and boom! What happened? Tim lost his mind. He went to the blacks across the street and right? You gotta what? You gotta use wisdom with these demons. Our time is coming. You know what I mean? The scriptures say, agree with thy adversary when thou be in the way. I rolled out and I just see the boy, he was a grown ass man, pull with his bike behind me. The way he was driving it was off the lawn into the street. And then Esau's like, you better watch it. I drove all the way to the stop sign and back, all the way back up. Like, you say, you talking to me? I didn't know what the hell happened, really. I'm like, are you talking to me? and of course, because you know the women had to run her damn mouth. The man was like, this was a few months ago. The man was like, oh man, yeah, she, sorry about that. And I'm like, my bad, man. My bad, I didn't see them behind me. Because I did. But they got it in there. It's in them. Why though? Why? Well, it's a perpetual. I don't like your black ass skin. I don't like you the color of a damn paper bag, I don't like it. Your gums, I don't like it. Right? That's how they feel. It sounds like a joke, but it's embedded within them. You understand? So read on.
And according to my fury.
And according to his fury. So he's going to put it in you. Huh? He's going to put it in your mind to remember when your kids were bashed against trees, when you was tied on a damn tree, choked out and hanged, when Gad, what Gad was, it tells you when the Spanish came into Mexico, it says the Gad ran into the water because the dogs were going to eat them. So they ran into the water and drowned. Right? When they took your little ones and took them like damn baseball bats, popped them on trees. When they took the women and cut off the damn breasts, that ain't in you right now. You're like, man, I just want to get to work, dog. I just want to get to work. Y'all too much. That's why he got to put it in us. To put the power to remind us what is needed. Right? This is what's going to happen to them. Because they're perpetual hatred against us. Go from there, go to Genesis 27:41. Let's see where it started.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 41.
Go ahead.
And Esau hated Jacob.
See, this is in the beginning. Esau what?
Hated Jacob.
Go to 1 John 3, verse 15. 1 John 3, verse 12. And then 1 John 3 and 10. It said Esau what?
Hated Jacob.
Esau hated Jacob. Why? Because, go ahead.
Because of the blessing.
Because of the what?
The blessing.
Esau, man, lost, gave up, forfeited his blessing. He gave up his blessing, his birthright. And his birthright was to rule the world, to have it all. And he gave it up. Because that's what type of person he is. That's what type of person he is, man. To give up his birthright. And the Most High said he's a profane man. Go ahead.
Because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Good. So what happened? Read.
And Esau said in his heart,
Right.
the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother
I'm
Jacob.
gonna get this mourning out of the way, and I'm gonna go kill this ninja that took my birthright. So that's why the Lord hates him. It's bigger than, oh, he's light skinned and he's dark skinned. Y'all gotta understand that. This is bigger than that. Oh, he's chocolate and he's light, and that's why. The white man is a damn albino, and he wish he had your pigment. That's part of it. That's part of his hatred. But the Most High is showing us the deeper rooted hatred. 1 John 3 verse 15.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 15.
So let's get into this. Why do they hate us? Read.
Whosoever hated his brother is a
Or
murderer.
excuse me, rather, why does God hate them?
Whosoever hated his brother is a murderer.
See? And what did he want to do to Jacob? Well, he shows us. Every time the white man get a chance, I don't give a damn if you're retarded. You know what I mean? I can't breathe. Well, you shouldn't have been out here, ninja. Now your ass is breathing in the fourth dimension.
You can be autistic, you shot in that.
He don't care, bro. You don't care if you're male, female, like it says in Deuteronomy. Old, young, maids. You could be, remember when he threw that little young 12, 13-year-old girl? Bruh, and he do that. He do that to all the tribes. That's why when our people come from the border, what they do? They shoot them down, and what happened to them? No, somebody's taking vengeance on them, right?
When they built those big old, remember those buoys?
Yeah. Yeah, they put them in the water and killed a few people. Then the government basically came back and told them they had to, basically they're taking them to court.
It was too many eyes on them.
Yeah, it was too many eyes, yeah.
The world was seeing that.
Cats got under that and drowned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read, so the Most High is telling us there are murderous people. So while we're over here trying to act like, oh, you know what? It's not a big deal. It wasn't us. Were you ever in change? Yes. I'm in change every time I look at your damn face.
Right.
After you step on our land and stand here as though you ain't done nothing wrong. When we try to get loans and cars and you give me a damn price that is beyond imagination. When you make me pay rent and rent on top of rent and taxes on top of taxes, and I gotta live to live, right? Yes, it's you, the murderer, that guy. Go ahead.
And ye know that no murderer have eternal life abiding in him.
So while everybody's getting emotional, oh man, you guys hate the white man. Nah, the scripture said, pour not a Edomite. We're letting you know what the Most High is going to do. It says, be ye angry and sin not. We are upset. Every time you see this on TV. We're like, what the hell? Right? You clenching your teeth, you clenching your hands, workout hand thing. You got a few of those. You're like REI. You're like, boy, right? But we know we can't do nothing without the Father. That's the difference between us and the not giving an F around crew. Right? We're not going to go march out there with no guns because we don't got enough of guns. They literally killing damn kings from other lands, right? And you can't do nothing about it. What you going to do? They got beams out. Y'all heard the story of what they was hitting the CIA office? No, it was when they set the places up for other countries. What did the embassy? Yeah. There was in one land where they was hitting the American embassy with a beam to where you just getting sick. This is y'all can go on 60 Minutes and go on YouTube, and they didn't know why they were getting nauseous and sick. You think, brother, you think a little ninja would work over here, work over there, that they can't touch you? Like they can kill us any second if it be the will of the Father. And then have you die and act like what? He OD'd or he killed himself. They just did that to the guy that was complaining about the the airplane place. Right? They killed him. He was complaining about all the airplanes having issues, and I forgot what. It was Boeing, right?
Fake parts, yeah.
He said, if I die, it is not suicide. Oh, he died by suicide. That nigga, I just said, if I die, it's not suicide. He died by suicide. And then what? What are you worried about? Nobody cares. So, listen, our power is in the hand of the Most High. Trust me, their time is coming. Go ahead, verse 12.
Verse 12. Not as Cain.
Not as who?
Not as Cain.
See, this is why the Most High hates the white man. Because he is like his father, Cain. Read.
Who was of that wicked one.
See, you're talking about who was of the spiritual demon Satan. Satan jumped into Cain. For him to kill his brother, he jumped into him. And that spirit went down to Esau. That same spirit's on Esau. So yeah, we're supposed to be different. Go ahead.
And slew his brother.
Right?
And wherefore slew he him?
Right?
Because his own works were evil.
Cain slew his brother, and that's how Esau wanted to slay Jacob. Your own works, you profane beast. And that's why when you look at them, and I know, listen, let's set it in perspective. Our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. They're not the glistening candlestick on the hill that should be a light to the nations. Why? Well, part of it is because you continually beat and thrash us and take away our identity, our nationality, our history. Only thing you tell us is we some damn butt-naked ass Africans. You know what I mean? That's what we go back to. You Kunta Kinte. Huh? And that's all you are. And then we have no history. What are you? I'm African American. Right? I'm American. Every 4th of July, you dress with a damn flag like an idiot. You got the cowboy hat. It's a damn Star-Spangled Banner on it. Right? That's how our people are. Not realizing you were a slave. So this is a perpetual thing. Go ahead.
And his brothers righteous.
And his brothers was righteous. So that spirit of Cain came out the spirit of Esau. Right? And the Most High wants to keep that spirit away from us. Read.
Marvel not, my brothers.
Right? No, jump to verse 10.
Verse 10.
Uh-huh.
In this the children of God are manifest.
So this is how we know. Well, everybody's a child of God. Everybody's a child of the Lord. Really? No, bro. Damien is not. The evil seed is not. Read.
And the children of the devil.
Read.
Whosoever doth not righteousness is not of the Most High.
And what else? Read.
Neither he that loveth not his brother.
But doesn't that apply to our people? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because if we don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, we love the devil. We on his side too. But now it's the difference between joining the devil and being the devil. Like your seed, your line, continually, when they kids growing up, they don't give a damn about the history. They don't care about what their ancestors did. And if they were God-fearing, they would restore what they stole. They would replenish. They would give back. That's what the Bible says. That's another subject. We're not going to touch on that right now. Go to 1 John 2 and 9. Down to verse 11.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 9. He that saith in his heart, he that saith he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now.
See? And that's why the Lord hates him. Because he what? Hates his brother. Go read history. On every aspect. You ever read the medical apartheid? Go read, pick one. psychologically, medically, land-wise, right? Financially, every step of the way, they inserted and they what? They came in either lie or they perpetuated hatred within them. And now they're sitting back like, what? What? We didn't do, what? I didn't do nothing. Guess what? The Most High knows what you did last summer.
Right.
The Most High knows. The Most High sees this. Right? Read.
He that loveth his brother abideth in the light.
Read.
And there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
And this is why he stumbles. Because when he pulls your ass over, he already suspects you. Not knowing that the reason why he suspects you is because his ancestors put you in the position to have to do certain things to maneuver, to get over, to try to make it. Now, that's not an excuse. I'm not saying, you know what, like cats, you know, I'm in this position, I gotta sell dope. No. Right, I'm a product of my environment. You don't have to be that.
Right.
But see, he believes it whether you are or not. Whether you are or not, right? You walk like you are, right? Those braids make you look suspicious. Yeah. Right? You're one of those rapper boys? What are you doing over here? See, they don't treat us like humans. They try to down talk us in every perspective. Don't understand that. Put your goggles on and understand it and know what you're dealing with. Read.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
Right, but he that hateth his brother. So what? Why does God hate him? Because he's in darkness. He don't love the light. Read.
And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We was at the mall at mall management. We had chosen.
Yeah.
He used to come by and talk at me like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's to line them up. Had to line them up. What?
Question.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on he that loveth his brother abideth in the light?
Yeah, meaning that the Most High commanded you to love your brother as yourself. Esau and Jacob, they were brothers. We're brothers. But when you go through the story, he sold his birthright. And after he sold his birthright, when he realized what he did, that's when the hatred came. But who doesn't love their brother? The devil. And I know you're like, well, damn, our people, there's a lot of our people like that, right? That have killed their own people, right? It's still not right. But the Most High is like, look, because you're like this, and it's a perpetual hatred, and it's a non-ending hatred, this is why you dwell in darkness. And they black out when they deal with you. They black out, huh? You're no longer human. I'm going to say it again. This ain't about just a cop car pulling over. This is about every systematic way they have kept us suppressed, oppressed, depressed, all of it. Any press instance, they've done it. They pressing your ass daily.
They suppress you. You try to call them up to do some business, and you got to put your white voice on.
Yeah.
You got to start talking with the white lingo.
Why'd you get fired? I got fired because I was trying to maneuver. Get a little bit of customers from within, because I know how to do this myself, right? So, hey, I'm going to get some customers on the side. First thing they're going to tell you, oh, we're going to review it. You're done.
Right.
There ain't no damn review. There ain't no forgiveness for you. Right? There ain't no forgiveness for you. Chris Brown beat Rihanna's ass when he was 18, man. He's like almost 30 years old, and they still won't give this guy a break. But they'll let this dude, what's his, Weinstein? They brought him in front of the court and what? Forgave him. They, go ahead and Bill Cosby. He did his time. And still what? You're still guilty.
OJ died guilty.
OJ died guilty.
They found him innocent in court.
And what? Everybody said good riddance. Right? But I thought you said innocent until proven guilty. No, if you're a nigga, if you're black, if you're Hispanic, you're guilty. That's what it means by perpetual. Most High is like you dwell in darkness because your mind is blacked out with nothing but hatred.
Towards each other or
Toward their mind,
to us?
the so-called white man's mind is so darkened by hatred, right? This is why he does and deals with us the way he does systemically. Right? Go into where your mind is at. Yes, we do this to each other. And the Most High said, you are the devil too, if you do this. But
it's hard for me to love my brothers right now in this world.
The difference is this. Let's go, it's actually first. It's in St. John. Go to St. John. Okay, so, because here's the thing. I know it's hard. We're in the middle of it. We're in the middle of it, right? We're amongst brothers and sisters. We have to deal with forgiveness daily. And that's what the truth's about. That's what dealing with a body's about. Right? He went over it yesterday. If you missed that class, you gotta go back over it. The difference is this, that your spirit wasn't created that way. Right? Go to Proverbs 29 real quick. Go there, read where you at.
1 John chapter 4, verse 4.
Let's get that real quick. 1 John 4:4, and then give me the ways of the wicked. Go ahead, read that.
God. 1 John chapter 4, verse 4. Ye are of the Most High,
right?
Little children,
right?
And have overcome them, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world.
See, the spirit in you wasn't created that way. That's why, look, you gotta come Monday. Because when they go over the story for you, you're gonna see Jacob. You know what? We're gonna go over that. What happens when the white man kills your kids? And majority of the time, go online, go to YouTube. What do our people do?
When the white man kill our kids?
Yeah.
What do our people do?
Yeah, what are they doing?
I would assume we get angry.
Go look at certain videos online. You got a lot of our people that will do what? I forgive you.
Turn a blind eye.
There's videos where we all know. These cats get up in court, tell them I forgive you, and give them a hug in the middle of damn court. A lot of our people do that. Now, we're in the last days. Yes, a lot of our people are waking up, they're seeing this, right? But our people are so forgiving, they still say we're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it the right way. Where's the vengeance in our people? Why we haven't took vengeance? That's the answer. Greater is he that is in you. The reason why we didn't wake up one day and just burn this bitch down is because the spirit in you is different. If the roles were switched, you think the white man had it that way? If they had power to go against us, and we were on top, you think they'd let us be doing what we're doing? What they doing to us? Excuse me? Pulling them out cars?
The spirit different.
Now you get it. The spirit in them is different. Yes, we do wickedness too. Nobody's not saying. But I'm not trying to act like, oh, we all pure. But why? Read that. Proverbs what? 29? 29 and 2?
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2.
I think it is.
When the righteous are in authority.
No, that's not it. It's the ways of the wicked seduce them. Give me that one. It's wrong scripture. My bad. Yeah. So yes, brother, we do it, but it's different in this sense that we know we're not created for that. We don't succeed. We don't succeed. Think about it. 1% is rich in America, right? Or in the world, whatever. 1%. What percent of that is the black man? Think about it. If 1% is the rich, how much of that is the black man?
0.001.
Okay, so when we think about the rich, Will Smith, Oprah, billionaires, Jay-Z, right?
Right.
That still shows that we ain't nothing here. We still don't have enough power. We still don't have enough in this world. Who's running it?
Whites.
Their nation.
The nation.
Yeah, they're running it. And with all the other nations, that's why when the Africans come into America, they still treat you like what?
The enemy.
They still treat you like the enemy. No, it's not. It's something that we all know. They know we're different. When the Chinese come in, and I'm not talking about the American Chinese, because the American Chinese, they be in the hood with you. They got Nike Cortez on, they crip walking, right? They trying to be like you. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about their forefathers, their ancestors, their mothers and fathers that, what are they telling their kids still? Listen, it's all good to dress like Tyrone, but don't marry him. You know what I mean? There was a while back, I went over a class, there was a Chinese guy that went to Africa. He was doing these videos with African kids, right? And he was telling them what to say in Chinese. And they were basically like dogging on themselves, talking about themselves. And they were like, we're illiterate. They had him on video. He was like basically saying that black people are a subspecies. Now, we know the Hamites are not our people, but that's how they feel about us. They feel we're a subspecies.
Oh, the Hamites?
Huh?
What are they called?
The Africans. The Africans are not our people. The Hamites.
Yeah.
Hamitic people? Remember, we're Shemet.
Shimon.
Yeah, you gotta get in class, huh? We gotta see you more, because then we can go over a lot of these basics with you, excuse me. But remember, Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth?
Yes.
Right, from Ham came the Egyptians, the Libyans, right, the Canaanites, the Egyptians, right? Those people come from Ham. We come from Shem.
Shem.
Yeah, Israel, Ishmael, Moab, Ammon. Look, come to class and they'll go over that. That's another class y'all gotta write down. You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I just had an experience with 2 Hamites.
Yeah.
With 2 Hamite sisters, 2 Hamite females in the mall last week. And I was playing with them. I'm like, I was asking them where they was from. They said they from like somewhere in East Africa.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm from Africa too. I'm from Ghana. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're not African. They like, look at you. They said, look at you, you're not African. I said, hold on, but listen. I was playing with, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like,
you messing with her.
We the same thing, ain't we? She like, no, look at you. Look
See?
at your features.
See? They know this.
Oh, yeah.
And all nations know this. And what they don't understand is that what you just said, the spirit in you is different. It's different than the white man. It's different than the Chinese man. It's different than all these nations. Right? Read that. Where you at?
Proverbs 12, verse 26.
Okay.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. That means, you'll get some of our people that, we forgive you. Right? They want to hug you. Right? They want to be there with you. They go right back to work with you and think nothing of it. If you're like, all black people ain't hugging black people that get kill their kids, but you go right back to work with them. You submit right back to their way. You submit right back to their lifestyle. 4th of July, you throw right back that damn flag on you. You get sneakers with flags on them. What else? You don't need to hug them. They're like, that's not a good example. You don't get it. It's in every way we submit to them. And we're not conscious of that they hate us. They dislike us. So how do we get like them? Read that.
But the way of the wicked seduceth them.
So how do we get like them? The ways of the what?
The ways of the wicked seduceth them.
It seduces you. So let me go back to your statement. You gotta love your brother. The whole point is, this whole class, what y'all thought it was about, is not what it's about. It's not to be like them. The whole point of me pointing this all out is for us not to be like them. That's what this is about. I know the white man's the devil. I don't have to go over it. I'm going over this to remind brothers what spirit they got on them and for us not to be like them. See? So when you say, man, it's hard to love your brother, all we do is pull people off of the streets. It's not hard to love your people. You got to understand them. You got to understand your people. What do you think Christ said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. They're ignorant as hell.
Exactly.
Right. They're ignorant as hell, but that don't mean I got to hate them.
Nah.
Right. You got to be clear, because if you do that, you're going to move like the white man.
I don't hate them, but it's just like, I don't even want to deal with them. Like, you walk your lane, and I'm going to find my like-minded individuals, and we're going to walk the same path.
And that's understandable, but even that has to be with clarity. You see that? Because as you're learning this, as you're getting the knowledge, our whole job is to go back out to our brothers. It's go right back out there. It's not to sit up in here and then be comfortable. Remember, you got the truth by somebody talking to you. And not being like, man, this nigga's wicked. Look at his lineup. That's wicked. Did we do that? No. See, you see what happens if we be in that mind? Like, where's your fridges at? Huh? See, but you see my point? We don't think like that. We're like, no, this brother, we gotta give you the love of Christ. So that's what you're coming to. You gotta be clear and understand that literally being the devil is being like them and rejecting your people because they are ignorant. Yeah, we know they're ignorant as hell. They're silly as hell. Right? But we gotta go to them. I know it's like that the retarded brother that you gotta deal with. But you gotta go back out there and what? Come on, man. Come on over here. That's how we gotta deal with them. And we gotta what? Shake the dust off of them, give them the word, and heal them. Don't get too big in your britches, because remember, that's where we come from. All the weed smoking, I'm sure there's a list of stuff you're doing right now. We can go through and be like, what the hell's your problem? Right. You see why you can't move in that mindset? Because then that love will be pure in you to go back and teach your people. So the whole point of me going over what is in this man is to show us, and I'm going to segue back into the topic. Go to Proverbs 3:31. Let's get this second point. The hatred of the so-called white man has blinded him. It's blinded him. His pride, listen. His pride and his hatred has blinded him to hear the word. They don't want to hear the word. They sit up there on the news and this knucklehead on the news said, oh, the lady, he said, man, her if it wasn't for her watch, they wouldn't have found her. A tornado had her buried under her house. He was like, thanks for that Apple Watch. I'm like, the Most High just destroyed the whole house, and you said, thanks to the Apple Watch. They're a godless people. They're godless people. That's why they want to teach our people this atheism. You need to do your own thing. I see the white girl. I just watched this little series on this white girl going to the Middle East. Excuse I'm the specific. It was on the Middle East. She went over there and was talking about the hijab, that hair thing they wear, the covering, and how, from her angle, it's really, people need freedom, right? Well, what is that freedom? To be a lesbian, to be butt naked. But anyway, she sits across from this Muslim woman that was schooling the kids. Now, we don't believe in Muslim, but I'm just showing you the logic of America, right? And the old lady is telling the kids why it's important to keep their head covered, right? She's coming in and she's like, trying to influence the girl, like, don't you have your own mind? Don't you want to do what you want to do? That's what America does. They promise you freedom, and it's damn corruption, right? And the Muslim lady was sharp. She was like, look, I'm not forcing her. This is not about forcing. This is about showing her what God wants and what she's supposed to do. Now, mind you, they're Muslims. They out of there at a lot of points, right? But at that point, I was like, wow. But old girl was like, well, don't you want her to have her own opinion? That American stuff. Then the police came over and was like, no, y'all didn't. As a matter of fact, she was in Iran. Now that I think about it. They went to Iran because there's an uprising with the whole head covering thing. They're uprising about that. But where is that coming in? The Muslim lady said what? She said it comes through the media. Y'all doing this. Bro, she was chopping her up. But that's what America does. They're great at it.
This definition of seduction.
Okay, go ahead real quick, guy.
It says overt conduct,
right,
such as speech or organization that trends towards rebellion against an established order.
It's about seducing you. So the point of this topic is to show us what, like, we get hyped. I want to choke a white man right now, right? But do you let these spirits seduce you and be like them? Well, you say no. A lot of people, they move in the spirit of the white man. They move in that spirit, not you. But we're going to find out how. Wait, read that, Proverbs 3:31.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31.
Go ahead.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Right.
And choose none of his ways.
So you're right. We don't supposed to look at them, but here's how they envy the oppressor. Envy is to desire or lust after their things. I want to be successful like her. So you got P. Diddy doing what? Like the oppressor. See, a lot of people, well, how am I acting like the white man? First of all, this bisexual thing, like you're a bisexual thug, that only comes from the white man. You beating a girl ass one minute and having a guy top you off the next minute, that's from the white man. That's from the Greeks, that's from the Romans. You understand? So when it says choose none of his ways, we got to understand what way we're choosing. We're to live my life just for money. That's the white man's way. Like, life ain't just money, right? Because that will take you down a road. To get money, you'll do anything. And what do you think the rappers are doing? Right? I know, I'm sure you've seen enough of videos on the music industry, on Hollywood, right? What's the new one that came out on Netflix? With the kids? Yeah, Quiet on Set, and it was about who? Nickelodeon, right? And all those kids just want to do what? They just want money. But next you know, you get touched by you get molested by the producer. Because money, right? So, the ways of the wicked seduce them. Don't just think about, them joining the police force. We can talk about that. Now you want to be a cop. Some cops are like, I was reading this article the other day. He's going against the police force. He said they retaliating because I'm telling you can't do that. You put on the blue. You treat people with no sense just like them, and then you want to speak against it. It ain't gonna work. They're gonna bury your ass in the field. Military, same thing. You're no longer black. You're no longer yellow. You're green, right? And that's how they think. But then when you get out, nigga, I don't know you. How they treat him, like, pull over. He got his military suit on, they pull him over. They don't say, man, thank you for serving the country. They're like, whoa, keep your hands in the right place, boy. I don't give a damn, G.I. Joe. I'll blow your damn head off. Why? Because that's all facade. It's all show. It's fake love. It's not real. So the ways they seduce us is real, strategic, and psychological. Where you think you're not getting finger banged by them and they're touching you. Like, what's going on here? He already got your drawers off. That's how the white man do it. What? What's wrong?
Just on the veterans, we are considered number one top on the list of terrorists.
Yeah, veterans are at the top of the list. Why? Okay, because first of all, they know psychologically you're unhinged because that's how they created you, right? Go to Psalms 10:4. Go to Psalms 10:4. So this is what this topic's really about. It's really about us understanding not to be like them. And how are they? Read that.
Psalms chapter 10, verse 4.
Read.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance.
Through the what?
Through the pride of his countenance.
Why? is the white man the way he is?
Through the pride of his countenance.
Why is America the way they are?
Through the pride of his countenance.
Pride. This is a sort of finishing off of the novice one, but I went at it a different angle. Pride. The problem is that you're like the white man when you tap into this pride. Read that part again. Let us understand about the wicked. Read.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance.
I'm not like the white man. Bruh, you moving in that same damn pride, that egotistic, that angel gotta come down and tell me. That's how the white man do. Ain't nobody gonna change Trump. Only a damn heart attack. Over a damn hoagie. That's all that's gonna change Trump. His pride. You're dealing with a proud nation. The Most High said, choose none of his ways. Where's your ego at? Are you humble? Can you be told? Can you be shown? Go ahead.
Through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
See, they won't seek after the Most High. They don't care about the Bible. They use the Bible as a punchline, as a damn, what's the things you break apart and you...
Oh, fortune cookie.
That's all they do. They use the Bible as a damn fortune cookie, man. This ain't real to them. They don't lift up the Most High. So this topic is really about, I'm definitely not going to be like the white man, but you roll just like them in your ego. You can't be told nothing. You can't be shown nothing. You already know. That's the white man for you. That's that little Edomite in you. Go to Obadiah 1 and 3. Go ahead.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Did somebody give me Ezekiel 28? Go ahead. Come on.
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
See, the Most High hates these people. They're blinded by their anger and pride. The Most High hates the proud. What?
I was going to say, I think it's weird because I have a white friend. Everybody knows him pretty much here. One time we were having a conversation about how he treats girls, and I told him what the Bible says how he treats Israelite women. I said, you're going to get played really bad, and I'm afraid that you do, because of the way you treat these girls. And he said, he blank-faced me, he was like, why would you do that? And then I was like, what? And he was like, why would you say that? Why would you pray on that? And then I was like, what's the matter? I thought you're Muslim. And he was like, your God is scary. And then he was like, whether or not I'm Muslim, I hope that doesn't happen. And it happened, and you get played, you gotta go pregnant, whatever.
Yeah.
But he still don't.
Yeah. And that's real. But a lot of them say that, but they don't fear the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob until they get touched, right? And then even in that, they don't see the Most High because their pride won't let them see. So, the point is, does your pride let you see? Or you like the white man? You're like Esau. I'm not like the white man. Man, Esau's the devil. Well, you're the devil too because your pride is right up there with him. Your ego is right up there with him. It said what?
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
Read.
Thou that dwelleth in the cleft of the rock.
See? So the white man obviously is the troglodyte, the cave dweller. But the point of this verse is that his pride is high. Right? His ego is high. He thinks he's untouchable. Ezekiel 28 and 2.
Come.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 2.
Uh-huh.
The Son of Man say unto the Prince of Tyrants, thus saith the Prince.
Come on. You got to read right. Come on.
Come. Son of Man.
Somebody else.
Son of man, say unto the Prince of Tyrants, thus saith the Most High Power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God.
Right. So, like the other nations, because we know this is talking about Tyrus, but in spirit, it's talking about these egotistical nations, man. Just like Pharaoh, right? That pride be lifted up. Or we like that to where you can't be told. The Most High brought these nations down because of that. You can't be reminded. You already know. You're not as clean as me. You're dirty too. It's the same spirit of Esau. Go ahead.
I sit in the seat of God.
Right?
In the midst of the seas.
Yeah, because the white man thinks he's control, and he is. He's controlling certain things that the Most High is letting him control, right? Kill this president. What did man? Y'all don't understand how cold the crypt keeper is. Biden, bro, that dude said he told Iran, don't do it. That's all he said. He gave him an old Texas line out from the 1950s. He didn't even say, y'all act stupid, y'all. He didn't do none of that. He said, he told Iran, don't. They did it, and where they at now? See, that's why America's proud. They're untouchable right now. They're on top of the world. They can control and maneuver kings. They can go set up, destroy kings, break them down, because the Most High gave them that power to lift their pride up. Now they got the weaponry. Now they got artificial intelligence. You remember y'all probably don't remember, it was an old movie with Jamie Foxx, and they had a plane that was just fly by AI. Stealth, right. Now they got them. They got those planes. So the white man is like, man, I'll send. Y'all see the video of the military camp walking with the robot dog? Y'all seen that? They had the Terminator music behind it. The Most High is letting his pride lift through the clouds. And that's a setup. This is what we gotta beware of thinking that you're gonna escape, thinking that your ego is gonna let you, because you're so egotistic that you're untouchable. That's how you're like Esau. That's how we're like Esau if we move in this manner. Read on, come on.
Yet thou art a man,
right?
And not God.
But he's not the Most High, right? He's just a man, right? A greasy, sloppy, right? Insatiable. Yeah, pig in a damn blanket. He's a pig in a blanket. A smoke in a pancake. Go ahead.
Though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High.
Though he do what?
Set thine heart as the heart of the Most High.
And that's what the so-called white man has done. He set his mind as the mind of God. We gotta beware of this, y'all. We got to beware of this mind state and watch how we think and how we roll. Go ahead.
Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
Right. He got wisdom. The stuff he got hid. You know what I mean? The technology he got.
He put a pig liver.
Yeah. Bro, I was just watching this the other day. They got, for a child, for babies now, they got a heart pacer. And it's a pacemaker. It's the size of a dang pill for a baby, a pacemaker. And I'm like, man, Esau thinks they're on top of the world. Their technology, they're wiser. They're wise. When you look at Daniel, he was able to see all these visions and dreams, right? The white man thinks he can see things, right? Because of technology. Now they're trying to what? Live forever. We're going to download your brain, freeze you for 500 years, bring you back up, right? Chop off your head, put it on a monkey. Yeah.
You cut off your head.
You cut off your head? I'm not just saying that. Y'all know what they're trying to achieve. But that's why the Bible says they're wiser than Daniel, because his wisdom, right? Or rather, knowledge had what? Corrupted him, puffed him up. That's where the pride comes in. You can't let knowledge puff you up to the part to where you think you're untouchable. Because you got a few precepts. No, man. Are you embodying the likeness of the Savior? Are you embodying the likeness of Yahushua? Are you trying to be like him? Or are you thinking I got verses and that's what makes me clean? This is what the Most High is showing us. Go ahead.
There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Yeah, he knows everything, bro. He listening to I'm trying to tell y'all. I seen this one recent video about the CIA. And these cats were ex-CIA and they were telling you all the stuff they use for spying. There's stuff that ain't even, like, they haven't even put out, y'all. It's in your computers, it's everything. Like, there ain't no, like, that's why when brothers trip and be like, brother, you got the glasses on. I'm like, bruh, you got a phone. It's echo communication, right? It doesn't matter if you got a debt. Unless you don't got a phone and your ass is still going to the payphone, you off the grid. If you got a speaker in your house, who got a TV in their house? Then there you go. Your ass better be sleeping like the assassin on a brick with no TV. Your window's supposed to be facing another way. Because guess what? The white man is listening. He got all of that. Anytime he thinks you're acting up, I'm going to listen in on you. And that's what this is all set up to do. Everything. From the TV, to the phone, to the glasses, to the damn, everything we're using. And that's what got him puffed up. He thinks he's what? Controlling and moving the pieces. Remember, the Most High is omnipotent. He's Professor X. He can see all. He's in everybody's mind, right? That's what the white man wants to do. He want to be in your mind. He want to know what you're thinking. Right? Remember Eagle Eye? They've been had that. They've been had that. You see? Read, come on.
With thy wisdom and with thy understanding,
right?
Thou hast gotten thee riches.
And that's how he gained riches, through rape, robbery, murder, lies, deception. Right? Go from there. Go to Psalms 10 and 2. Go to 1 Maccabees 3. Go to Psalm 59. We're going to repeat them again. Don't panic. Don't not panic. We're going to repeat those again. Psalms what?
Psalm chapter 10 verse 2.
Go ahead.
The wicked in his pride doth prosecute the bold.
And when pride takes over. Now, what's your brother's name? Kamante. Check this out. Read that again, because I want to show you something. Because you were in the spirit by saying that. And it's good you said that, so we can eradicate that mind state. Read this again.
The wicked in his pride.
In his what?
In his pride.
When we are like the white man, read.
You'll persecute the bold.
You forget about your people, You forget about your people. So be careful with that. That's one thing I'll never forget. I never forget about my people. I understand what we got to do and why we're doing it. We're not here just to sit around. And my kids are glistening and oil on their skin and being anointed by the Holy Spirit. Bro, we still got brothers and sisters in the ghettos and the slums. It doesn't matter. Well, they don't want to hear it. They're wicked. But you hear it. You hear. And not everybody's wicked. Not everybody's off.
I came here, though. And they have an option, too.
Yeah. You from Benjamin? You a Benjamite?
Nah.
You West Indian?
Am I a Benjamite?
Yeah. You look like my brother Rob. You Judah.
Oh yeah, I'm a Negro, Judah. Yeah.
Your people not from the island or nothing?
My mom's Panamanian. My granddad.
Oh, that's where it is. You okay? So you got a mixture of the tribe. That's what's up. Listen, you have to understand. Even everybody's choice and way they come in is going to be different. Right? The Most High activated that in you. But just because he activated, I was born in the truth. You know what I mean? Just because he activated that in me, that don't mean that brother or sister that is not right getting it, that they're not going to get it. You got to know the gospel. It says there should be some that come in the last hour. That means, so you got to know, I get where you're at. Trust me. But if you don't have the love for your brother, right? We are like the enemy. We are like them. So be careful with that. And I get it. You're not saying, hey, I hate my people. No. You're saying, these cats got to get their act together. That's the right mind. But don't let that mind teeter onto the other side where, nigga, I hate y'all. Right? You don't want to do that.
No.
You want to always be understanding that our people are ignorant. They need love. They need love.
They need the same amount of time to get right like you did.
Yeah. Like, think about it. How old are you?
24.
It took 24 years. Where the hell you been? Right? When'd you get the truth?
7 years ago.
He's like, this dude's almost 40 years old. You see that? Then I'll come back and say I was born in the truth, but the Lord have mercy on me because with the knowledge I still didn't have my act together like I should have. See, there's always some way to remind yourself that you need mercy, right? And your people needs mercy. So the pride of the wicked, they won't look at the poor. And that's when they go through the neighborhoods, they're not rolling through Cali and seeing all these people on the damn streets in tents and saying, damn, man, we got to get this together. You know what they're saying? They're messing up our damn neighborhoods.
That should pull yourselves up by the bootstraps.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
No compassion.
They're like, look, we can't have a tent here with this guy in the park while my kids are playing. Well, then why you don't give universal income to them like other nations do? Because they don't give a damn about the poor.
Right.
We got a nation, they're so lifted up in pride and their ego, they don't care. See, this is why pride is a disease. It's a sickness. What's up? Go ahead.
You got it?
1 Corinthians 4:5.
Come. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 5.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, judge nothing before the time, until the Most High come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsels of the heart.
Right. And so what he's showing us is this, that you can't judge anybody ahead of time. You don't know what's going to happen. I know brothers that left 10 years, fell out of the truth, and came back and did like the scripture say, as returning to the Lord, seeking 10 times harder. I know sisters that left the truth, left for 4 or 5 years, came back and didn't seek him 10 times more. They're more lazy, they're more slothful, they don't put in their spirit, they act like that everything's going to be given to them. I've seen this. You got to let them, the time, the spirit reveal things. And that's what the point of his scripture is. Let's jump back on this. Go to 1 Maccabees 3:20, Psalm 59. Go ahead.
1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 20.
Go ahead.
They come against us in much pride.
When the nations, and you can go back and read the context of the chapter. It is in context what we're talking about. That the nations, they do what?
They come against us with much pride.
See, all this is because their pride. Esau didn't want to recognize, man, that he did something wrong. He did something wrong in selling his birthright, like Cain. And this is the spirit we gotta beware of. To where when you do something wrong, and you know you're wrong, but you ain't gonna admit to you're wrong, that's that pride. That's what we need to be learning in this. Yes, the white man's the devil. He's the evil guy, and our hands are gonna get around his neck. But are we acting like him? You moving like him? You don't want to hear, you don't want to be corrected? Because the more and more you give yourself to the knowledge and truth, and I can see it, you're gonna come in and you're gonna say, okay, I want to release these tears. What do you think the Most High is gonna do? He's gonna be working on you and saying, oh, you love me, really? You really love me? Okay, let's see how much. And it's gonna be little things. And that's going to try your love. So you got to remember, it might be little things like brotherhood. You know, who been in the truth? You just joined the camp. He just joined this camp. How many years ago?
About 3 years now.
In the 3 years, has there been anybody in the body that might have 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2.
Has there been anybody among the brotherhood that might slightly got on your nerves? Come on, just be true. Might slightly say, yeah, bro, you on my nerves a little bit. Yes, there has. And you know what? Because you know what? What he had to do? He had to realize, wait a minute, that brother's striving like me. He's fighting like me.
God.
He came through the door like me. He's doing it like me. That will come to you too. So remember why this class is going out, to show us not to be like the heathen, not to be like the white man with that proud hatred, I'm better, or I got this and you don't got this. You see that? The devil's like that. We don't supposed to be like that. We're supposed to come to the Most High humbly and understand, wait a minute, bro. You might be here, I've been in the truth longer, but we're still brothers. You know what I mean? I might correct you. You might receive the correction. But we're brothers.
That's right.
All of our sin is the same. You see that? So that's how you got to look at it. And then that, the Most High is going to lift you up even more, because then you're going to be like the Son of God. Yahweh Shai was on the cross and he said, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. What other, meditate on that. Go home and think about that. Would you be on the cross dying for your people that sold you out?
No.
And none of us would. No. We'd all be like, no. Legion Angels, kill everybody. Kill them all! Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, attack! You're like Bruce Lee, attack! Right? But you see where level we got to reach to? That's the level of humility that we got to reach to. See, it's another level. Read where you at. We're done with that. Psalms 59 and 12. I just wanted to show, like I said, the Maccabees, there's a lot in there, that these nations always came at us with pride. They always come at us with pride. Read that, Psalm 59 and 12.
Psalm chapter 59, verse 12.
Psalm 73 and 6. Read.
For the sin of her mouth and the words of her lips, let them even be taken in their pride.
See? For the sins of their mouth and their words. When you deal with this nation, you look at the news, you look at media, you see how flamboyant they are with homosexuality. You see how flamboyant they are with taking the Most High out of everything. Bro, everything they're taking the Most High out of it. You should be disgusted at it. But why? Because they can do it. That's pride. They can do it. They can put media out. They can put things out and say godless things. And guess what? Nobody's going to do anything. And to them, they're thinking, if there's a God, let him strike me down. That's how they think. Oh, look, shit, the Most High gonna have to check me. That's what a lot of our people say. You're off, no, Most High gonna have to check me. You just like the devil. The Most High shouldn't have to check you. You should realize that the Most High is trying to show you the right way through your brothers, through your sisters. Pride shouldn't be the thing. Yeah, I know y'all thought this was going to be about Esau only. That is Israel. Because you know why? Our people don't realize that you are literally like Satan and then claiming to be of the Most High. We're supposed to be rejecting this mind state every step of the way. Go ahead.
And for cursing.
And that's what they do. When you got pride on you, when you got this demon on you, you persecute the poor, you lie, you curse. Go ahead.
And lying, which they speak.
Right. Now, we're not talking about bad word cursing. We're talking about, man, they pray to the devil. They ask the devil to move in their favor. Right? Go from there. Psalm 73 and 6.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 6.
Somebody give me, Mom, give me Psalm 17 and 9. Then somebody else give me Psalms 119.
All right.
Read that.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain.
See? Read it again.
Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain.
This is what you deal with a godless people. Right? It's their pride. It can pass them about as a chain. They think they're somebody and they're nobody. Read.
Violence covereth them as a garment.
And then what comes with pride?
Violence covereth them as a garment.
You want to know? You want to know why they're like that? You know what? You want to know why the scriptures say that in the last days your own brother's going to be trying to kill you, thinking they're doing good? Because pride. They don't want to hear it. They didn't want to hear the word of the Most High. A lot of our own people are going to be out there trying to stone us, kill us, hurt us. I mean, it's already happening. They running up in the churches trying to shoot cats in the face. Right? Why? Satan told them. The devil told them. What's that? Go ahead.
I mean, shoot, you got that camp out there saying that all camps is going to be at war with them in the last days.
Like, that's crazy. I don't. Man, but you see what's happening? Because that spirit of Satan, that spirit of pride. First of all, that means they're the brothers that think like that. They mean they're the only ones that have already anointed themselves to salvation. Why would you do that? Pride. Only a proud person would do that. That's why you got to be careful with this spirit. Why did Most High reject Esau? Pride. He didn't want to bear witness. Why the Most High reject Cain? Pride. He was like, don't you know if you do good, everything would have been right, but Cain didn't want to listen. He was like, nah, am I my brother's keeper? I don't know where that nigga is. Like, why you asking me? Right? Because pride. He didn't want to bear witness to what he was, what was in him, and what was wrong. And he fed that down to the generations. Where are we at next? Psalm 73 and 6. Oh, we read that. Psalm 17 and 9.
Psalms chapter 17 and verse 9.
And 10, and then we're going to get Psalms 119 and 78. Go ahead.
From the wicked that oppress me.
Right.
From my deadly enemies who compass me about.
Right.
They are enclosed in their own fat.
Right. I put that one in there to show you, man. The smoke in a pancake. They are enclosed in their own fat. What is that telling us? These cats are covered with this mentality. They're like, you can't break through. It's not like you're going to go preach to Trump and convert them. You're not going to change him. Like, I don't give a damn how many classes we go over and say the white man's the devil. They ain't going to sit on there. What did he tell you the other day at the street speaking? I can't get with that. I can't get on board. Right? That's why the scriptures say they're going to be brought in chains. We know you can't get on board. So, majority of them are not going to get on board. There's no way I can worship a black God. You want me to tell Billy God is black? Jesus is black? There's no way on earth I'm telling my kids that. Color doesn't matter why they got a damn white image up there. That's what I'm telling you, the deception. Color doesn't matter. And they got what? The 12 apostles is Edomites. As white people. Right? But this is the lying lips. The damn, they're covered in their thickness to where they're so psychologically screwed up that they will have the unfaithful believing them. Right? And that's what they got. They got a lot of our people believing that madness. Like, no, they're good people. You guys are you're extreme. Nah, we just woke the hell up and understand everything you told us is a lie. Basically. Because we haven't got guns and went from house to house.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah, we haven't burned crossing your yard.
We haven't burned.
Get out
ninja.
Right. You ninja. Right.
Right? Where we at?
Verse 10.
Go ahead.
With their mouth they speak proudly.
See? They speak proudly. And that's politicians. That's the news. That's the science. I watched that too. I kind of in all these things to see the scenes. Like they were talking, the grassy, you know him, he's an Israelite, but he got that Edomite mind state, right? With science. And it's like they're proud, they're constantly taking the Most High out of everything, and they're teaching our people. You know what I mean? Now they got the podcast, so what? Spread that madness, right?
It's like when the angel told Ezra, who could wait a fire in a glass of the wind? You just on the ride back, you was talking about, I bet you Esau got an answer for how much sand is in the beach.
Right.
Google that and there's an answer.
Yeah.
They got an answer for that.
Yeah, they got an answer. Then I see the little link on gravity. They're like, we're going to rethinking gravity. I was like, but I thought you had it right.
Yeah.
I thought you had it right. You don't got to rethink nothing, right? The white man got it all together. And if you're not in line with that, then you guys are what?
Weird.
You're weird or you're conspiracy theorists, right? But why are you rethinking anything? Why are you finding new stuff? But that's what it is they until they find something new, then they realize, oh, we had it wrong. And then everybody goes along with that too. Oh, they just had it wrong. But that's what we told you.
Yeah.
We told you they had it wrong, right? Psalms 119 and 78. Go ahead.
Psalms 119, verse 78.
Second Ezra 15 and 18. Go ahead.
Let the proud be ashamed.
Let the what?
Let the proud be ashamed.
See, you should be ashamed of your damn self. Especially us that act like white people. How do I act like this? With that same egotistic, proud, nothing's gonna touch me spirit. Not understanding the Most High resists the proud. Read it again. Where are we at?
We at Psalms 119, verse 78.
Go ahead.
Let the proud be ashamed.
Right.
For they dwelt perversely.
Yeah, they dealt perversely. So when pride comes on you, you lie, you don't care about your people, right? Like the scripture Quadzak quote the other day in council, it says you're sensual, devilish, and you separate yourself. That's that pride. I don't want to be told, so I'm gonna what? Now I'm gonna do my own thing. It's just like Esau. Like nobody's gonna check me. Nobody can check me. Right? It says that what?
For they dealt perversely,
right,
with me without cause.
Me.
But I will meditate in thy precepts.
See, but we got to keep our mind on the precepts of the Most High. 2nd Ezra 15 and 18 is in 2nd Ezra 11:44.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18.
Go ahead.
I was just looking at one of the synonyms for perversely.
Yeah.
A lot of times we associate it with one way of thinking.
Yeah.
It says contrary.
Yeah.
It just goes back to like Esau. Esau is contrary to what the law is. It said, if you hate your brother in your heart, right? You can't say you love the Most High. He that say he hated his brother is a murder.
Right.
So, but that's not just for the so-called white man. That's for us too. Right?
Yeah.
So what? That means we're moving contrary. We're moving perversely.
Now you get it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like you can't talk about the white man and then be like them and then like not notice that. Wait a minute, that same spirit is on you. That is on them. You're supposed to run from that spirit. And that's the whole point of this topic is that pride, are you engulfed in pride where you can't be corrected, you can't be told, you can't be shown anything? Like you said, yes, a lot of our brothers are like that. You know what I mean? But the 1/3 is not. The chosen is not. The 144,000 is not like that. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
See? So why is the tornado dam picking up houses? Bruh, are y'all watching the news? Oh, just one. Y'all, there's like damn tornadoes destroying Esau everywhere. Cities, y'all, cities. Everywhere. And all that, that's why I said, oh, glad she had her Apple Watch. Like, you serious? You serious? The Apple Watch saved her, huh? What?
I seen this one, this Edomite, he was like, nah, I'm gonna save you. So he ran out there in the middle of a tornado. He tried to grab the trampoline flipped over, and he nearly got punctured through his spine to his stomach because of the trampoline flying over.
Yeah.
But his wife and his family said, come back inside, you ain't gonna save it. He said, God said, let it happen. And he was like, I got it. He nearly died because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, bruh. This is why the Most High is bringing this on America, on this world. Because the pride that's in this earth, the meek shall inherit the earth. Right? The meek. Like, we got to stay locked into what we supposed to be doing for the Most High. As soon as you lock into this mind, you're part of them. You're with them. Nah, nobody can tell me. Okay. Well, then let the angels tell you. It said they're going to enter into the house of the thief. Right? Let them tell you, right? They're going to climb up the walls. Read.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Read.
The houses shall be destroyed.
Read.
And men shall be afraid.
See, the Most High is going to bring them low.
God.
Low. 2nd Ezra 11:44.
2nd Ezra chapter 11, verse 44.
Go ahead.
The heights also have looked upon the proud times.
Right.
And behold, they are ended.
Read.
And his abomination.
They are what?
They are ended.
You know what's happening? The time of pride is coming to an end. The time of pride is coming to an end, y'all. It's happening to where this nation, all their egotistic, flying their flag, the Most High is doing it. He's making him an enemy to all nations. This is what was written. There's so much things you don't know what? You gotta be here. Because there's so much information Everything I'm saying is in the book. But you got to be here to get the information. Go ahead.
And his abominations are fulfilled.
Right. The abomination, that's why the Most High is moving. It's not time to be locked into this egotistic, self-indulgent. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to go to war against them. Are you serious? The Bible says, make not thyself of the number. They must have missed that scripture. Like, you already the anointed, for real? But that's pride for you, right? Go ahead. It says, and his abominations are fulfilled. Go from there, go to Proverbs 3:32. Let me finish this up. 3:32 and 33. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 32.
Go ahead.
For the froward is abomination to the Most High.
Listen, y'all, the froward, this mind state is an abomination to the Most High. Go ahead.
But his secret is with the righteous.
Read.
The curse of the Most High is in the house of the wicked.
See, this is why these things are happening. The curses. Don't bring the curses on you. Don't be a ransom for the righteous. Read.
But he blesseth the habitation of the just.
See, the more and more we stay locked in, he's going to bless. Go to Proverbs 24 and 1.
Right, just that going forward is headstrong, willful, self-willed, and contrary, disobedient.
Right.
Stubborn.
Mm-hmm. Read that. Proverbs 24 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men.
Right.
Neither desire to be with them.
See? We got to run from this mind state. Y'all get that? Listen to this last point. It's only a few scriptures. We got to run from this mind state. That's the last point. We're supposed to run from this pride. Proverbs 8:13.
Come on.
Read.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Most High is to hate evil.
Why do you think you hate the spirit on these people? Read.
The fear of the Most High is to hate evil.
And what else?
Pride.
What?
Pride.
What?
Pride.
The Most High said hate that. We got to hate that spirit. That egotistic spirit of Cain, spirit of Esau, spirit of the so-called white man. Go ahead.
And arrogancy.
See, that arrogant. What is the definition of arrogant? Go ahead.
And the evil way.
See, that's what gets you in that evil way. I can't be told nothing. I can't be corrected. I'll do it my way. The scriptures don't matter. Yeah, I hear what it says. They hit you like that. That's what Israel do. Yeah, I hear that. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. That's our people. That's what our people do. Go ahead.
And the froward mouth do I hate.
Go to Ecclesiastes 3 and 28.
Arrogant. Having excessive pride.
Having what?
Having excessive pride.
Why? Because we supposed to be looking at the nations. We supposed to be looking at the white man and saying, I do not want none of that. What he's getting, I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of that. Read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 28. In the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy.
Because when it all comes down to it, the tornadoes, the earthquakes, the houses flying, it ain't doing nothing to them. There's no remedy. You know what the remedy is? Death. Sending their ass straight back to the spiritual realm. There's nothing else you can do. The Most High gotta what? I gotta take your life because and deal with your soul afterwards. Because your existence here on this earth is a damn, you're a parasite. You're a symbiote. That's what you are, so I gotta do away with that. Go ahead.
And for the plan of wickedness have taken root in him.
So the question is, when you let this, or the answer and the question is, when you let this pride take root in you, you cannot be told. You will not be changed. You will stay on the course that you're on. You will not learn from your mistakes. You will keep moving in this pride. And that's what I wanted to say when being a novice lifted up in pride. You stay on your course. There's no growth. That's how you know it's pride. Because you're constantly being worn out. We told you that. The scriptures say, you're like, calm. But when is it that you're going to let that mind state go and not be proud? Right? Go to Psalm 40 and 4, Psalm 6 and 16.
Psalm chapter 40, verse 4.
Go ahead.
Blessed is that man that maketh the Most High his trust.
Go ahead.
And respecteth not the proud.
See? We don't supposed to respect that spirit of pride. We don't supposed to respect that. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know that. Like, brother, why? Because America teaches you what?
Proud of being American.
Proud of being American. Right? All the basketball players. I watch a lot of ball, so what happened? They got this whole chip on their shoulder. Right? You rich, you got this chip on your shoulder. You got money, you got chip on your shoulder. Man, you got a cat on YouTube that just think he knows something. Got a chip on your shoulder. You got a few followers. You're like, I got 10 followers in here. Like, brother, you're nothing. Replaceable. Go ahead.
Nor such as turn aside to lies.
See? And that's where it's going to get you. One last one. This is the last one. Proverbs 6 and 16 to 19. One more. 16. Proverbs 16. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16.
Go ahead.
These 6 things doth the Most High hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
What is number 1?
A proud look.
Stop. The Most High says he hates the proud. He hates that spirit of pride. Now we understand a little bit more why the Most High don't deal with Esau. Because Esau's unchangeable, man. He ain't changing for nobody. It don't matter how much you preach to him. It don't matter how much you... Listen, how about this, y'all? I'm going to show you something. The Christians, from a Christian standpoint, preach to the white man. What the hell? They still ain't changing from that perspective. And they ain't even give them all the info.
That's not my Jesus.
Think about it. From a Christian standpoint, they had the Bible. Where's the change at? Where's the earth at?
It's still in the hands of the wicked.
It's still in the hands of the wicked.
They don't want to submit to even the simplest telling a Christian, you know that's a false image of Christ. They'll tell you that's the right. Color doesn't matter, but still perpetuate the white Jesus.
Exactly.
They're an oxymoron.
Or just a moron. Just a straight moron.
They're morons. They're morons moving like oxymoron.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, because if a white Christian come up to you and tell you about no Jesus, well yeah, Jesus didn't look like that. Well, it doesn't matter. Well, if you tell me the truth about what he looked like, then I'll believe you.
Right.
And then yeah, they don't even want to submit to that part.
That's why it says you're your father the devil.
God, what is it? And of his word you will do, or of his
the one I'm quoting?
Yeah.
You have your father, the lust of your father you will do.
And the lust of your father you will do.
He is a murderer from the beginning, right? And he abode not in truth.
And that's in every situation. They lie and perpetuate a lie.
One minute they're saying one thing, and the next minute it's like you believe in Christ but don't follow. That's what we gotta avoid, right? One last one, Proverbs 16 and 5.
Time.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Most High.
See? So what's going to happen? Read.
Though hand join in hand.
It doesn't matter you hands across America. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean, pray for your troops. It doesn't matter, none of that, right? Read.
He shall not be unpunished.
He's not going to be unpunished. Do we want to be with him?
Nah.
Do we want to be with him?
Nah.
I guess this is Shabbat. They want to just rest today.
Oh man.
Do we want to be with him? Maybe some of y'all do. Good luck. Good luck. Nah, fuck that. Good luck, bro. Y'all got any questions on that?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Basically saying you act like Hebrew.
You acting like an Edomite, huh? You act like the white man. I act like the white man. Any announcements? All the time. Any announcements? Anything we gotta deal with? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
What? Pentecost? It's coming up.
2 weeks.
What's the actual day out?
June 12th, sundown.
June 12th, sundown. Reminder, we're going to be feasting on that day. All right? Come on, Tate. You're welcome to come. Brothers and sisters that I know that, like Hakawa, been working, Chris, they on some weird schedules. They've been working. Everybody's welcome to come and commemorate the day. We're going to be at the beach. We're going to cook. We're going to eat. We're going to celebrate the feast. All right? So we're looking forward to that day. Always looking forward to the day to get together. Hopefully it's not raining. All right? So it's coming up on the 12th. All right? All right. Other than that, let's salute everybody. Say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.